Welcome to our session. In our last session, we have discussed about the chapter number 14 and also about activity 14.1. I have told you, if possible, then try to do this activity. This activity is very easy for you to observe that evaporation is faster in sunlight. Evaporation is faster in sunlight, and for proving that we have activity 14.1 available in our textbook. If you do this activity, then you will observe that evaporation is faster under the sunlight. Under the sunlight, evaporation is faster compared to shadow of tree. Evaporation is faster in hot and warm condition during daytime. During daytime, evaporation is faster because at daytime we all know we get the heat of sun and atmosphere always become warm and hot there, and because of this condition evaporation is fast in daytime. The air surrounding us also gets heated, therefore evaporation takes place in the shade also. The process of conversion of a gas or vapor into state is called condensation. Into a liquid state is called condensation. We have discussed always water change its state from liquid to solid, solid to gas, and also from gas to liquid, and also from solid to liquid. In liquid, that means in liquid, for example, juice, milk. In solid, for example, ice. The process of conversion of a gas or vapor into its liquid state is called condensation. Condensation takes place at a particular temperature. It always takes place at a particular temperature called condensation point. All the process which occur at that time, this time is called the process point. Like evaporation, boiling, condensation is also one type process, and in this process conversion of a gas or vapor into written in liquid form. This process is called condensation, and when the water converted into liquid converted into vapor form is called evaporation. So this is condensation point, and when the time place where this process take place at a particular temperature called condensation point. Now we discussed about another page which is available in our textbook. The value of its boiling point and the condensation point of its gas state or vapor are equal. That means all points where all processes are done, the points are equal. For water, the boiling point and the condensation point are 100 degrees Celsius. Pressure and other conditions being constant. 100 degrees Celsius. It is same in both process. For this, let's perform activities 14.2 and 14.3 to understand the process of condensation of steam and water vapor in air. And for this, we have activity 14.2 available first here to observe the process of condensation. To observe the process of condensation, take some water in a pressure cooker. You can see also here figure 14.4. In this figure, condensation of steam. Take some water in a pressure cooker. You have all seen pressure cooker is available in our kitchen because our mother always use it to make different foods. Heat it over a flame. Heat it over a flame. Once the water starts boiling, take a lid with a handle and hold it over the steam coming out from the cooker. What do you observe? You will notice water droplets on the inner surface of the lid. The steam of the boiling water is condensing on the lid and forming water droplets. You observe this. You also observe this by doing another activity in your kitchen. When anytime we boil water, water vapor is become there. If we put anything on this, we get their water droplets because of the vapor. Be careful. Be careful. Make sure steam does not touch your hands or any other part of your body. Steam can cause severe burns here. So, when you try this activity, first take care of yourself. This activity proves the process of condensation. Then activity 14.3, in this activity, to observe condensation of water vapor present in air. In air also condensation of water vapor is present. For this you can see here activity figure 14.5, with figure 14.5 shows us activity 14.3, condensation of water vapor present in air. Take some ice cubes in a glass. Here they take ice cubes in a glass. Leave them at room temperature for some time. What do you observe? You will notice some water droplets getting deposited on the outer wall of the glass tumbler. The water vapor present in air or coming in contact with the cold surface of the glass tumbler gets condensed or form water droplets. This proves water vapor present in air. Plants need water to prepare their own food from carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight. We all know plants making their food by their own self using different components. For example, using water, using carbon dioxide, using sunlight. They get these all things from nature. Plants need water to prepare their own food from carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight. They need water to transport various substances within their body. First they make their food. Now the time when they pass their food for all the parts of their own self. And for this they use water to transport various substances within their body. Because all parts need food. Evaporation also takes place in plants in the form of transpiration. In the form of transpiration, in this process, during this process, using water, plants send food which they made during photosynthesis process. They send their food at all body parts of plants, and this process is called transpiration process. So, transpiration process, food made by plants, plants send food to at all body parts. Using this process, formation of clouds and water cycle. You can see here water cycle, figure 14.6 water cycle. Formation of clouds and water cycle. Water present on the earth. 70% of earth's surface has water. In oceans, seas, rivers, lakes and other water bodies evaporates due to the heat of the sun and move to the atmosphere. Also, water in the form of vapor goes to the atmosphere through transpiration. That means we all know about evaporation process. Evaporation process, that means when we boil water, the water vapor is occur there, and now this vapor will go in the sky. For example, water of the oceans, seas, rivers, this all water evaporate by the heat of the sun at daytime and become water vapor, and this water vapor go in the sky and make clouds there. Also, water in the form of vapor goes to the atmosphere. Also go in atmosphere. In morning time we feel fog there. This is the one type of vapor which is come from the water from ocean seas because of the heat of the sunlight. It gets cooler when you go higher up from the sun surface of the earth. The air moving up gets cooler and cooler. When moving up at sufficient heights, air becomes so cool that the water vapor present in it gets condensed into tiny water droplets on dust particles. These water droplets remain floating in the air and appear as clouds. So like this, the clouds is occur there. It gets cooler when you go higher up from the surface of the earth. When we go higher from the surface of the earth, we get there a cool atmosphere. The air moving up gets cooler and cooler. When moving up at sufficient heights, air becomes so cool that the water vapor present in it gets condensed into tiny water droplets on dust particles. These water droplets remain floating in the air and appears as clouds. Many water drops under suitable conditions come together to form large sized water drops. Some water drops become so heavy that they begin to fall on the ground as rain, hail, or snow. Many water drops, which are heavy in their weight, they come back on the earth in which form in rain form, and we get the rain here. This process of water drops coming back on the earth in the form of rain, hail, or snow is called precipitation process. This way, there is a continuous exchange of water among land, water bodies, and atmosphere. This cycle exchange of water is called water cycle. In figure 14.6, you can see water cycle. Water cycle maintains the water balance on land, water bodies, and atmosphere. So always maintain the water balance between land and water bodies and also atmosphere. It also controls weather patterns and sustains plants and animals' life on the earth. Also controls weather conditions. So water cycle always maintains water balance between water bodies, land and atmosphere. Water cycle always used for us. They always used by us for getting many benefits. During evaporation, the water vapor become and go in the sky. The clouds occur there. And because of this process, we will get rain, which is very useful for us. Also for farmers, using rain, they get crops in their field. Thunder and lightning. Many times you hear a loud sound or crashing noise after a flash of lightning. This is called thunder. Almost this type of situation we can see in monsoon season in the sky. Many times thunder and lightning occur during heavy rainfall. As I said to you, in monsoon season we almost see this type of situation. They occur when there is a heavy flow of electric charges. Electric charges either, now we will go in next page of our textbook. Between two clouds or between a cloud and a tall tree of building. You can see here in figure 14.7 thunder and lightning. Like this picture we will see in the sky when the thunder and lightning occur there. Both thunder and lightning occur. You see lightning first and hear the sound of thunder later because the speed of light is more than the speed of sound. First we see that the light, then after some time we can hear the sound. Thunder and lightning can cause severe loss of life and property. It is also dangerous for people. During thunder and lightning, you should not stand under a tree or a building. Remember, when you get this type of situation during thunder and lightning, you should not stand under a tree or building. Use an umbrella or touch or hold any metallic object. Touch and hold any metallic object when you find like this situation. It is safer to remain inside the car or house. It is better than when you get this type of condition. Always try to remain inside the car or in our house because this condition is dangerous for us. So in this session, our chapter number 14 is completed here. In this chapter, we have topic about rain, thunder, and lightning. Try to read this chapter when you get time, and try to understand about the topics and figures which are available in our textbooks. Also about activities. Try to read them. Now we will meet in our next session. Till then, take care.